Hi guys, Gray Wolf 556 here. I had a couple of folks come to me and express that they want some advice as to purchasing their first firearm. And before I even get into selecting a handgun or helping them figure that out, what works best for them, there are some other things, other considerations that you need to be you and they need to be made aware of. So the first thing I always want to do is cover the 4 universal rules of firearm safety. The first one of which is treat every firearm as if it were loaded. Okay, whether you are a beginner, this is your first time going into a gun shop, first time at the range, whatever, or you're a command sergeant major with Delta Force, 30 plus years in the service, you will see people adhering to this. And well, basically, to illustrate that, we've all seen or read about people that were shot or killed when they were cleaning their unloaded handgun. Okay, there's absolutely no reason for this to happen. Every single time you pick up your handgun, you need to be aware of the condition that it's in. Okay, when you go to a gun shop and you're going through all the toys behind the counter and you find one that you want to look at, ask the clerk to take it out so you can look at it. What they're going to do is they're going to take that gun out, they're going to drop the magazine, rack the slide and lock the slide back. They will look inside the pistol and then they will generally run their finger inside of the firearm, inside the breech to be sure that there is no round in the firearm. So what they're going to do is rack the slide back and lock it. Then they will look inside and you can see that there is no magazine. Magazine has been dropped. And they will look inside here, run their finger in to be sure that there are no rounds in here. Then they will hand it to you, and your job is to do the exact same thing before doing anything else with it. Lock it back, look, make sure the magazine is out, look and feel. Okay, and now you can handle the firearm safely. By the way, as you can see, my firearm is empty. There's no live ammo in the vicinity. The only thing that I have here are dummy rounds or snap caps. These are fake rounds that can be used to practice with so that you don't damage your firing pin. Okay. Number 2 on your universal rules of firearm safety, never point a gun at anything you're not willing to destroy. And again, there are videos out there on YouTube where people are playing around and they shoot a hole in mama's ceiling or shoot themselves in the foot. I saw one where a guy had a shotgun round that for whatever reason didn't go off, and he put the shotgun on the ground and he looked down it and he blew his hat off, almost blew his head off. Never point a gun at anything you're not willing to destroy, including yourself. Okay, that's pretty much universal. It's not a toy. Okay. Number 3, keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to fire. Okay. You will see people drawing from the holster and the finger is straight alongside the slide. That is for safety. You never, ever, ever point or never put your finger inside the trigger guard until you are ready to fire it. So you go to the range, you load your magazines, step up to the firing line, and when you get the go sign from the range safety officer, then it's safe to point your weapon, and there is nobody on the other side of my camera as well. point your weapon, and then when you're ready to fire, finger goes into the trigger guard, okay? Number 4, be sure of your target and what's beyond it. Most of the times if you're at an outdoor range, you will see there's a hill or a berm behind the target area. If you're in your own acreage, just make sure that there's not a farmer out plowing his fields or, you know, baling hay or something out beyond where your targets are set up. You know, you just don't want an accident to happen where somebody gets hurt or killed and you weren't trying to hurt them, okay? So, again, we'll go just one more time. Treat every firearm as if it were loaded. Never point a gun at anything you're not willing to destroy. Keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to fire, and be sure of your target and what is beyond it. Okay. When considering buying your first handgun, you want to talk to people first before you go spending the money. And by the way, it's easy to get into sticker shock when you go into a gun shop, because not only do you have the firearm to pay for, but you should be buying a quality holster. And by a quality holster, I mean something like this that covers the trigger guard completely. Okay, whether it's Kydex or it's leather, you want to make sure that the trigger guard is covered so that nothing can get in there and accidentally pull a trigger while it's on your person. So get a holster, a set of. You'll hear the term eyes and ears when you're at the range. Okay, eyes, set of glasses to cover your eyes. As you fire the weapon, shells are going to be ejected from your pistol. There'll also be smoke, and you don't want to get hit with any of that stuff. So protect your eyes. Ears, you can get earmuffs like this. They just go on, cover the ears like that. Or you can get the ear plugs like this. They just insert inside in your ears. Protect your hearing, protect your eyes, okay? Okay, enough of that. So you want to talk to other people that you know are firearm enthusiasts. Because it's such a hot button topic, be careful if you're talking to people at work who may or may not be friendly to the community. It's a hot button topic, so you just want to be careful about that. Go to the gun shop, talk to the guys. Don't it's easy to be intimidated by, you go in and you see a whole wall full of rifles and pistol and a display case full of pistols, and these guys, maybe you got some cops in there, you got some ex special forces guys or rangers or SEALs or whatever in there. They are probably going to be more than helpful, more than willing to help spread their knowledge with beginners, okay? Don't be afraid to ask questions. We're talking about your safety, so there's no such thing as a dumb question. Go in there, talk to them about size of the weapon that you're looking for, caliber, that kind of thing, what you want to use it for. Be realistic about what you're going to use it. Are you just going to keep it in the house for self-defense? Are you going to looking to get a concealed carry permit? Are you looking to go hunting with it? That will bring up a whole different set of parameters for you. Take a training class. Even if you don't have a pistol yet, find one that is classroom and learn as much as you can from the excuse me. Anyway, never, ever, 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 ever consume alcohol when you are working on or carrying your pistol. Never, ever. Guns do not mix with alcohol or drugs. Please don't do that. Another thing you need to consider, your family situation or your home situation. Is it are you in a relationship with someone, and what are their feelings towards firearms? It can be contentious if you're living with an anti-gunner. It could be a problem. But the big thing is, if you have kids in the house, you need to be aware of where that firearm is at all times if you have kids in the house. So I would highly, strongly recommend that you get some kind of a safe, and they make these small safes with little touch keypads that you can just slide the single handgun in there and lock it up, and you will need to know the combination to get it out. If you have more than one firearm, consider getting some type of a bigger safe. But and in some states, you need to. It's the law that you have to have your firearms locked up. Usually, when you buy a new firearm, it will come with a trigger lock. I don't think I've ever bought one that didn't. If you buy a used gun, that may be hit or miss, but I'm sure that the gun shop personnel can help you purchase one if you want to do that. Let's see. Oh, the other thing you need to know is magazine restrictions. Some of the states are a little more restrictive than others. I think New York is 8 rounds. Some states are 10 rounds. I know I live in Virginia, and Virginia, I can't have more than a 20-round magazine. So you need to be aware of the laws that are in your state, whether the type of firearm, the ammunition even. New Jersey is hollow points are illegal in New Jersey, so you need to be aware of that. Let's see. Whenever I first get a handgun, read the manual. Okay. Whenever you get a new gun, read your manual. Every firearm is just a little bit different from another, unless you get 2 of the exact same thing, whether it's the caliber or the action or the manufacturer. They're all just a little bit different in how they function. So you want to read your manual first, and then follow the manual. Take your firearm and just break it down to the bare minimum. So that is, take the slide off, remove the barrel, wipe it down, clean it, oil it up, and then put it back together. And you want to just perform a function check, make sure that it's working properly. If I have a new firearm that I'm going to put in my concealed carry rotation, a lot depends on the time of year it is, what I'm planning on doing, where I'm planning on going. If it's the winter time, I'll be wearing a heavier coat, a long sleeve shirt, and it's a little bit easier to conceal a larger handgun. If it's summertime, or I'm going to the gym, or I'm riding my motorcycle, I will adjust according to what I'm doing. But when I do get a new firearm, what I will do is get a holster, and like I said, and I will be making a video later on about the types of holsters that are available and the retention levels. So I'll get a holster and I will put it on my belt, and I will put my unloaded firearm in there, and I'll just walk around the house with it on there to get used to the weight, because they're not light, and when you have a full magazine, it can be even heavier. It will be even heavier. So you want to do that and just walk around and get used to the weight, so that you're not fumbling around. It's kind of the way to tell a new concealed carrier is when they're always reaching and playing with checking their gun. You want to just walk around and get used to carrying it. Then I will also ensuring that there is no live ammo in the area. I'll just use dummy round snap caps. And using the snap caps, I'll load a magazine, and I will just practice racking the slide, dropping the magazine, and that kind of thing. That way I can pull the trigger without damaging the firing pin and damaging the firearm. Use YouTube. There are a ton of instructional videos from all the way from newbies, if you're a female, and there are female-oriented instructional videos out there. Presents different sets of problems than it does for guys. If you want to carry in a purse, there are videos explaining what to look for and how to do that. Videos for working on your grip and making sure that your grip is proper, your hold, getting your sights aligned, that kind of thing. Consider joining one of the Second Amendment rights organizations, whether it's NRA. I have joined the also I have joined the USCCA, which is the U.S. Concealed Carry Association, and it's an organization that should you, God forbid, ever get into an altercation where you have to use your firearm defensively, they will provide a lawyer for you and legal assistance. And the other thing about USCCA I like is there are a ton of training videos on their site that you can access at any time, and I have used them extensively. So that's about it for today. I thank you for your attention. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You'll get notifications when I upload new videos. And remember, train hard, train smart, stay safe out there. All right, thank you.